Hi everyone, how have you been? We want to believe that you've had a great weekend, and thank you very much once again for connecting with us live on Facebook. Today is another episode, that's episode 7 of Biz Bites for you. Biz Bites show. And my name is Victor Kwijir. I'm your business coach and consultant. I'm also an author of 5 business books, which are available on Amazon and anywhere, any business, book platforms around the world. I'm also a ghostwriter and a publisher. Our publishing name is Vice Springs Publishing Limited. We do designing, printing, and publishing of your books, especially for those of you based in Africa. We have come up with a way to help you to make your books available to the world. Do not limit yourself to just Africa. Make your books available to the world. If you want to do that, just inbox me and we'll be glad to help you. All right, Rex, can you please introduce yourself and let our listeners get to know you and what's
right. My name is Rexford Sam, or Rex in short. I help businesses by reviewing their strategies and systems to improve performance, and at the same time help create digital opportunities by looking at social media, digital marketing, and branding inputs for organizations.
All right, okay, so today, last week we did talk about the subject of successful habits for business success. That was the topic we dealt with last week. What we challenge you to do is please go to our YouTube channel, Biz Bites for you, and get access to all the past episodes that we've done, and make sure that you connect and listen to them so that you can really follow what we've been doing. We've dealt with 3 subjects, each one of them covered 2 episodes. And we deal with practical things, okay, for us, about making sure that you have the practical tools to help you to move forward. So please take advantage of our YouTube channel and get access to all the previous shows. They're just about 30 minutes per episode, and you really want to take advantage of it and equip yourself with great value, because we share a lot of stuff there and they are for free. Okay, these are things that you should have paid us for so much before we could share with you, but we share them there, and we encourage you to take advantage of them. All right, let's talk about the questions that came through last week. Okay, the first question was, how do I create a daily routine? Well, last week I did share something about daily routine as one of the subjects that we did in habits, and the things that we talked about was having a daily routine and having a weekly routine, of course, which translates into a monthly routine, quarterly routine, and stuff. Okay, so since we all have 24 hours in a day, it's all about how you maximize the number of hours you have in a day. And I challenge you, it depends on your system, okay, your body, how your body functions, because some people are afternoon, some people are morning people, some people are evening people. And I would challenge you, my first advice is that put the hardest tasks of your day, okay, at the peak time that you can perform very well, where you are alert and you can perform very well. All right, so if you're an afternoon person, don't go and put the hard stuff in the morning where you're now trying to wind yourself into the process. I would challenge you, you want to start with maybe meditation, walking, playing music, just sitting down to pray. For those of you who pray, you meditate. If you have to read your Bible, if you're a Christian or whatever thing you have to read, you can do them up in the morning with a breakfast and everything. Some people want to catch up on news, some people want to start afterwards, some people want to go into emails. For instance, if you're an afternoon person, I'll challenge you, use the emails and stuff as a way to kind of wake yourself up until by the afternoon when you're at your peak to be able to start dealing with the hard things, So you want to look at that, and maybe along the line you look at the day, your emails, you give a particular time to it during the course of the day. You give a time to maybe do some research if you're doing a client job or you have to chase up some clients, you do that as well, and all those types if you have products. So maybe the second day you want to look at your products and services. Are your products working? All right, if they are working, people have maybe brought in some orders. Will you be able to quickly make sure that the orders are done and send it out to people, make sure everything is checked and everything is right? Your services, or you want to think about maybe Wednesday, you want to look at your marketing strategy. Is it working? All right, and you want to put maybe more effort on that particular day in promoting your products and promoting your stuff. Yes, you have to do it every day, but there are certain days that you want to really make sure that you package a lot of things very well, look at how you're going to structure things and how effective it is out there. You want to look at maybe the next day, you want to look at the subject of networking, okay, or even personal development. You can put that one on Thursday or Friday, whichever one is better for you. So one is, on personal development. Let's say on Thursday, you look at books to read, research to do, things that will help you to become sharper and the best person to be able to handle your business. And finally, you want to look at potential, maybe Friday for your networking. So you look at networking events out there and look at the ones that you can attend to be able to build some kind of collaborations and relationships that should help you to be able to grow your business and become more successful at it. So these are some of the ways of being able to handle routine and being able to practically create a routine. I think the next question to you, Rex, is documentation really necessary? You did talk about that for every business. Can you please shed more light on it?
Yes, documentation is definitely necessary, even for somebody who's now contemplating starting. Think about it this way: if you wanted to go show the bank something, you need a business plan.
Yeah.
They need to see certain documentation before they part with their money.
Exactly.
Anybody who you expect to take you serious wants to see that you have some system in place.
Exactly.
If people want to work with you, you need to have a system. You can't keep everything up here. So legally, regulatory wise, you definitely need that. I had a bad scenario once, or near scale, when I didn't put certain things in place and they wanted to inspect them. So it's important that you put those things in place. Also, the fact that it helps you, last week we talked about tracking.
Yeah.
To be able to track your own progress, you need to have certain documents in place. So, financial documents, how much are you spending, and all that stuff, you need to be able to keep track of. How are your operations going? You're dealing with inventory. Imagine doing inventory without any. Now, it doesn't necessarily mean that you have stacks of paper files, but documentation can still be electronic documentation, but you definitely need documentation. So if you haven't started doing it, please start.
Great. All right. Okay. So let's move on to our subject for today. We're talking about opportunities, and I want to discuss. Talk about the definition. All right. I checked a couple of definitions, official and formal definitions out there. We've got our own definitions, but I like to check what is out there, the formal ones, and see what they also have to say. And I like that. The Cambridge Dictionary puts this one: opportunity is an occasion or situation that makes it possible to do something that you want to do or have to do, or the possibility of doing something. All right. But I like the Business Dictionary expression. That one is an exploitable set of circumstances. I like that. With uncertain outcome, requiring commitment of resources and involving exposure. Let me just expand on that. Exploitable. Because opportunities are there to be exploited. And I'm not talking negatively, but in a positive sense. You want to exploit every potential opportunity out there that comes your way. Until you have that mindset, they will always be slipping by. You need to have that mindset of opportunities are there to be exploited. They are there to be taken advantage of. So when you come across it, it is time for you to go into action and get something done out of it. All right? And unfortunately, there is no opportunity that comes with definite 100% that is going to be an outstanding success. It needs resources, it needs time, it needs some input from you before you can turn any opportunity to a successful one. Okay? So you need dedication, you need to exploit it. At the same time, you need to invest in it to be able to make it worthwhile. Okay? And I like what Winston Churchill once said. He said that during their lifetime, every man or woman will stumble across a great opportunity. All right? Sadly, most of them will simply pick themselves up, dust themselves down, and carry on as if nothing ever happened. And Tom Peters said, if a window opportunity appears, don't pull down the shades. Okay, which means that you don't have time to really waste. And that's what we'll be talking about, how to prepare for opportunity. We'll talk about that. Okay? Because opportunities at times they come in a way, they almost always come unannounced. So if you are not prepared, it is easy for it to just slip by for you to not even recognize that as an opportunity, a potential opportunity. And it's only when you are prepared that you'll be able to be alert with, that's something that I need to really take advantage of and run with it. Okay, so that is it. What's the first point, please?
Right, I want to look at types of opportunities. Victor has just explained. It's a bit shuddering to hear that people can just get up and continue without realizing they just missed an opportunity. So you don't want to miss them. I want to talk about what I call a window of opportunity. He used the phrase before. A window of opportunity, think about what a window is. A window is not left open all the time. Yeah. It's a given time period within which something favorable should be acted upon. Otherwise, you will miss it. Life gives us so many of those things. But too often people are just waiting for everything to come to them on what we call a silver platter, which doesn't always happen. And I'm reminded of many stories of people around the world who achieve a particular. I remember this gentleman in America, a Mexican immigrant. Well, you may want to call him illegal immigrant. He skipped the wall, came to America, started from a low level, weeds, tractor driving, welder, one thing to another, and all this time he couldn't even speak English. Today, this gentleman going through that series of things now heads a cancer and neurosurgeon in a unit in Mayo Clinic. He's worked for John Hopkins and all that. The great part of his story that he's helping other people get opportunities. So that, you think about Oprah Winfrey, same thing. And you can think of people around you who have had to do the same thing. It wasn't that they were fed with a silver spoon, but they went through a series of, like the school of hard knocks, little things that took them to the top.
Awesome.
The second thing I want to talk about is what I call the sliver of opportunity. Now, sliver is like a small opening in a door. When you look at this laptop, there's a small gap there. You say, oh, no, except you open it fully, I'm not going to take it. No, put your leg through the door. It's like somebody looking for an analyst job, and some other job has come and they don't want to take it because they're waiting for that big thing. Sometimes you've got to take what life gives to you, so that step in there. It can open up the networks for you, give you, and I had a student do that once. We found her a job. Yes, she had an MSc in finance. We managed to find her something in one of the prestigious banks in the city of London. She said, no, I don't want that job. I want an analyst position. So she lost the opportunity.
She had a PA job.
It was a nice PA job.
That was on access to the
access. You were going to be
yourself.
the PA to the chief director. What more did you want? You were right in the environment. He said, no, I'm not taking it. Give me something else. And the opportunity just passed. And that's how life can be. Sometimes, there's a joke, a story told I heard once. Somebody say that there was a fire somewhere and the house was burning. And the guy, it was a flood. And the water kept rising. The police came. The guy said, no, he's waiting for God to come and save him. They even brought a helicopter. He said, no, I'm waiting for God. And then he drowned in it. Now, who is he going to blame for dying in that way? Opportunities come our way all the time, but we don't take them. The last one, obviously, is the golden one, doors of opportunity. But of course, unfortunately, there are people who, even when they come, are not prepared, like Victor said. So they don't even recognize this is the opportunity they've been waiting for. And I like what Graham Bell said. He said, sometimes when one door closes, we keep looking at it regretfully without realizing that another door has been opened. That applies to many things, including relationships as well.
Awesome. All right. Okay. So he's talking about how to the types of opportunities, right? And like you rightly said, there are some opportunities that almost every opportunity you need to be prepared. It's like being alert. Okay, if you're not alert, I've seen this interesting thing on documentaries. Bird watchers, they can determine a particular, and they'll go and sleep sometime in a forest, waiting for a particular bird to just fly at a particular time, and they'll be holding their binoculars throughout the night, and you'll be like, whoa. And at times those who wait for the eclipse of the moon, the soul star, and all those, they will go, and then those who read the star. So there are so many things. You have to be prepared. You have to be alert. And these guys, I could imagine, if they are going to that particular remote area to wait for the bird or to see the stars, and they can really tell this particular. They have names. What the sound? I'm like, when I watch, I just marvel. I say, wow, these guys are really talented. They are really gifted, and they are really making. You see them. They go with their binoculars, their cars, their mats, their food. You know how many days they're going to spend there. At times on ending, they are prepared. So until you are prepared, you are not going to easily spot opportunities. So how do you prepare for opportunities? The first and foremost, you need to establish what kind of business you want to do. So there are so many things: a retailer, a wholesaler, a manufacturer. Okay, are you going to do service business? Are you going to do product-oriented business? Are you going to be a middleman? Are you going to be the supplier? So many things. You need to come to a place of making a decision.
Right.
Where do you want to position yourself? And even the industry. Okay? The question I want to ask you is the second question. Do you have time for it? Because I'm telling you, it takes time, energy, and resources to get anything done on the face of the earth. Alright? Do you have time for it? If it's something you require a team, do you have the team in place? And I'm talking about a team here. I've got businesses. It's not every time you can employ everybody in a team. When we talk about a team, it's not just people you have employed, but people that you have business relationship with, that maybe when you get a particular contract, you can sublet things to people who can do various experts. Like I get clients and I give Rex because he's the expert in social media and marketing, and he handles that. When we get clients, there's those who do my designing stuff for me, those who do, so there are various things. So do you have a team in place? If you something that and almost every business needs some team. You need somebody, you need an accountant. I've got my accountant there who does all my accounting stuff for me. Even when I do client business plan, I work with my accountant who does the cash flow and stuff for me. I can do it, but I realize that he's best at doing it and he can do it more efficiently and faster. So I just sublet that aspect to him and he does it and we work together. So do you have a team in place? Have you researched the market, the competition, the customers, the target client? Where are they? How can you find them? Where can they be found? What exactly do they look for in that particular product or service you are trying to provide? Okay? Do you have the right skills in place? Nothing looks worse than overselling your knowledge, all right, and your expertise or abilities only to be incompetent when the opportunity occurs. It's very, very important. So before you pursue big opportunities, do a self-assessment of yourself. All right? Do I have the skills? Do I have the knowledge? I'm calling myself a coach or a consultant. What experience do I have? What courses have I engaged in? What books have I read? Do I really know what I'm talking about? Or I'm just giving myself title and just going about. It doesn't take long for you to be exposed if you don't know what you're talking about. Okay? Connecting with the people. It is very important. Connect with the right people in the industry. All right? This could be mentors. This could be coaches like ourselves. This could be consultants that you have. This could be experts in various fields, experienced people who have done similar businesses before, and like I said, mentors. Okay, so you want to do that, and have you saved for it? You see, there's this idea out there. Oh, the business I'm doing, and I get it almost every day. Oh, it's funded. Then the question I ask them: do you have a plan? No. They have no plan. Yet they're complaining about funding. Okay, so if I ask you how much does it cost to do that particular business, you just pluck a figure out of the air and just give it to me. However, you can save, no matter what, you can save towards getting an expert like ourselves to the business plan for you, so that when you meet a person who is ready to fund you, you can be able to have some things to show them. Because they are not in your head, they won't know what exactly you want to do. And finally, and there are so many things we can talk about, but just for today's show, do you have the commitment that it takes to succeed? You need commitment, because I'm telling you, it's not going to be smooth sailing, and no good thing out there is achieved on a silver platter. You've got to invest time and effort, and you've got to be committed at it. I mean, our show is, for instance, we could have easily given up because of technicalities here and there, but hey, we don't give up. We keep on pursuing, we keep on pressing, and we keep on making sure, even if we don't get it in one particular way, we'll get a particular medium and make it available to you, because we are determined to get you the information you need. And I like this, what Mark Zuckerberg said, Facebook, as we are using it. He has said this, which I always love, and I always like using it. He said that in a world that is changing really quickly, the only strategy that is guaranteed to fail is not taking risk. You have got to take risk. Without risk, you can't even prepare, because you are preparing for the unknown. When we are talking about preparing for what you don't know, you are preparing for the unknown. So you've got to be able to take a risk. All right? Great.
Wow, so much there, researching and developing, networking. Okay,
Exactly.
Great stuff. Okay. So how do we go for opportunities? This is where we'll be landing today. One of the first things I like to say to people, indecision is a thief of opportunities. Don't come to a point where you're undecided. Make decisions. Too many people in the world of business, they talk about uncertainty avoid. They don't even want to make a decision at all. They don't know what now that in itself is a problem. So if you do that, you're not going to go for any opportunity. Overanalyzing can be a problem as well. But coming to the thing, I like what Lao Tzu said. He said opportunities multiply as they are seized.
Exactly.
Small things come up. Why didn't you take that? No, it do look like this is small fish for me. I don't want to take that kind of thing. And so somebody's waiting for the big thing to come through. Oh, except I go to America. For those of you who are watching from the third world, except I go to America or I go to Europe, I'm not going to be able to make it. That's not true. There are still people who have success. There are loads of opportunities where you are. You don't have to go to the West to be able to achieve it. I'm not saying don't go to the West, but you can still achieve where you are. So it's important. They say those opportunities don't open, they unlock, but you have to turn the knob. So there has to be something that you've got to do yourself to make some of these things happen.
Exactly.
Life is a give of opportunities. There is no human being devoid of gifts or talent. Everybody has got something, and it's just a question. But sometimes we make ourselves handicapped. We tell ourselves in our mind we cannot do certain things, but we have it. And I like the story of the tortoise and the hare. It's an old story about the tortoise is a slow-moving creature and the hare is like a rabbit. They decided to run a race, and the rabbit was so good it ran at top speed, got to a point, decided to take a nap. Before it realized it, the other one had gotten right to the end. And the lesson in that story is that you shouldn't be overconfident and complacent with your skills, because somebody will beat you in the end. Now, I'm using this to explain that life is a give of opportunities. The tortoise, the hare, went back to do some soul searching and said, let's run again. Of course, the tortoise did not realize this guy learned a lesson. Then they ran the second race. He ran with determination. Use your skills to the best of your ability. That's what he did. He learned his lesson. The tortoise came and said, let's run the third race. This time when they ran the race, the guy said, of course, any day, any time. He did not know the tortoise had changed the playing field. And so they had to cross the river. And obviously he couldn't cross the river. The lesson in that is always choose your playing field with whatever skills have been given to you. Don't just think every place is yours. The fourth part of the story is that the two of them decided to collaborate. And they worked together and the result was phenomenal. And that's where synergy and the power of networking comes in. So life at different stages always gives you something that will help you. I like what Vince Lombardi said. He said the quality of a person's life is in direct proportion to their commitment to excellence, regardless of your chosen field of endeavor. No matter what you decide, you're going to be a street sweeper, you're going to be a cleaner, whatever it is, there's something about what you do that can bring excellence and let people recognize you. And I like what John Bernard Shaw said. He said, the people who get on in this world are people who look for the circumstances they want, and if they can't find them, they make them. I'm trusting that you, as you are listening to this program today, let that be your call to action. Go and start making things happen.
Awesome, great. Wow. We've said a lot today, and we want to believe that this is something that you really will pick on them and run with it. Okay, next week we'll be talking about how to use opportunities applying
in business.
Yes. Exactly.
So this is looking at the business and how you can recognize opportunities.
Business opportunities out there. That's going to be an awesome, nice, exciting one. I really love that. I really love that because we're all in business and we talk about it every time, and it's going to be a great day. All right. Okay. So what we do is that we offer business review services. We offer one-on-one coaching, one-on-one consulting, as well as for you, so social media expert, helping people to promote their business. It's not just about just posting stuff every day. You need to have a strategy towards it, and Rex is very good at that. Okay, so we are there to help you. If you want us to come in together to review your business, we do that very excellently. All right, we can review your business, and not just that, see where you are right now. Understand it, come up with a report with specific strategies that can help you to take your business to the next level. So if you want to engage ourselves, we are more than glad to do it. We offer business growth support as well. You have a business you want to grow with, we are your guys to speak to. And we offer business training and leadership training as well. Business skills training for yourself, for your staff, one-on-one. We can always deliver it, okay? And we do speaking and coaching as well, like we've already said. Speaking engagement, if you have a school, a business club, a church group that you want us to come and speak to on various business subjects, how to identify opportunities as we are talking about today in a group form, do training, do exercises, practical things, we are the people to speak to. Email us with anything that you require of us, anything that you want us to help you with at bizbitesforyou@gmail.com. 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 Email us and we'll be more than glad to help you. So Rex, please give us our final announcement.
Okay, so obviously we've covered quite a bit of ground. If you missed anything, watch the videos. If you missed the previous episode, go to our YouTube channel, Biz Bites for You, and you just have a feast.
And the
of all
4 is
the-
the number 4.
Yeah, the 4 is the number 4, the U is the letter U. So
Yes.
Biz Bites, the number 4, the letter U at Gmail. Oh, sorry. So I'm giving you the email address, which is different. And then go to Biz Bites for you on YouTube, and you can be. Of course, you can send us an email as well if you have questions that you want to ask as well. Right. So please go to our Facebook page. We also upload the recordings on Facebook after the program. But you can watch it on YouTube as well. Leave us your comment whichever place you go to, and make a date with us again next Monday, 8 p.m. British Standard Time, British Summer Time, and we look forward to talking about opportunities and your business.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Thank you once again. Have a great day.